Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic treasures in American history, the top 7 Washington quarter. Struck to honor our nation's bicentennial, this coin isn't just change in your pocket. It's a powerful symbol of freedom, patriotism, and years of American pride. From its legendary drummer boy design to its surprising value and high grades, this quarter continues to captivate collectors worldwide. Stay tuned as we uncover the history, hidden rarities, and the true collector's magic behind this bicentennial masterpiece. Let's get started. First up into the USA 1976. D. Washington quarter dollar stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece in the world of numismatics, capturing the imagination of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. Issued to commemorate the nation's bicentennial, this coin has become more than just pocket change. It is a prized treasure and a tangible reminder of America's celebration of 200 years of independence. With its bold design, symbolic meaning, and enduring historical context, the 1976 D quarter continues to captivate collectors, commanding strong demand in today's market. Its combination of patriotic imagery and unique commemorative features ensures its place as a centerpiece in any collection. The year 1976 was monumental for the United States, marking the bicentennial of the signing of the Declaration of Independence. To celebrate this milestone, Congress authorized special commemorative designs for the quarter, half-dollar, and dollar coins. The Washington quarter, first introduced in 1932, was given a temporary redesign for this occasion. Struck at the Denver Mint and bearing the D Mint mark, the 1976 D quarter is an enduring artifact of this nationwide celebration. It not only honored George Washington but also represented America's spirit of liberty and unity during a time of reflection and pride in the nation's heritage. The 1976 D quarter features a distinguished and instantly recognizable design. On the obverse, John Flanagan portrait of George Washington continues to symbolize leadership and strength, a fitting tribute for the bicentennial year. However, the reverse departs from tradition, showcasing Jack L. R's winning design, a colonial drummer facing left with a torch of victory encircled by 13 stars above, representing the original colonies. This design was exclusive to 1975 and 1976 quarters, making it an iconic visual marker of America's 200th birthday. Struck in copper-nickel clad, the coin weighs 5.67 grams and measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter. Its brilliant surfaces and patriotic imagery especially striking in higher grades. Although the 1976 D quarter was produced in large numbers to meet public demand, the challenge lies in finding pristine examples that have survived decades of circulation. Millions entered everyday commerce, where they quickly acquired scratches, wear, and tarnish, leaving uncirculated or near-mint pieces significantly harder to come by. High-grade certified coins graded MS65 and above are considerably more desirable, with full luster and sharp details on the drummer boy design. Special varieties, such as double dies or coins with striking errors, add a level of rarity that commands even greater attention from serious collectors. In today's numismatic market, the value of a 1976 D Washington quarter varies widely depending on grade, rarity, and condition. Circulated examples typically hold only modest value, often worth little above face, but sharply struck uncirculated coins can fetch between $10 and $40. Certified high-grade pieces in MS66 or MS67 can achieve $100 to $300, while rare varieties or error coins may reach into the $500 to $1,000 range at auction. Collectors are drawn to the coin's patriotic significance, ensuring steady appreciation over the years, especially for those that have been preserved with care. For collectors pursuing the 1976 D Washington quarter, it is wise to focus on condition, certification, and authenticity. Certified coins graded by respected services such as PCGS or NGC offer both peace of mind and investment security. Look closely for coins with sharp strikes, minimal contact marks, and brilliant luster, as these details dramatically in the grand story of American coinage. The 1976 D Washington quarter dollar emerges as a blend of artistry, history, and patriotic pride. Its bold design, produced during a time of national celebration, ensures its legacy as one of the most beloved commemoratives in U.S. history. From the drummer boy reverse to the proud D mint mark, every detail connects collectors to a defining chapter of America's past. Whether admired for its aesthetic charm, valued for its rarity in pristine grades, or treasured as a tangible link to 1976, this coin remains a prized collectible. For numismatists worldwide, the 1976 D quarter is more than currency. It is a timeless keepsake of freedom, history, and enduring national spirit. Next up to in the 1980 P. Washington quarter dollar stands out as a fascinating and highly admired piece within American numismatics, captivating enthusiasts with its deep historical roots, classic artistry, and enduring charm. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, this coin carries the unmistakable P. Mint mark, a detail that instantly sparks interest among collectors, as it was only introduced in 1980 for U.S. quarters. Its appeal is enhanced not only by its place in the Washington Quarter series, but also by its role as a representative of a pivotal era in modern U.S. coinage. With its rich backstory, timeless design, and lasting importance, the 1980 P quarter has become a prized treasure for collectors eager to hold a tangible link to American history. The 1980 P quarter is tied to an era of transition in the United States, reflecting both economic challenges and growing interest in coin collecting nationwide. The coin emerged in a time when inflation was high, and the quarter remained an essential denomination in everyday commerce. Unlike commemorative issues, the 1980 P was a standard circulation strike, yet it carried immense significance as the first Philadelphia minted quarter to bear the P mint mark. This marked a new chapter in American coinage, bridging tradition with a modern approach to mint identification. Collectors view this moment as historically significant, recognizing the coin as not just currency, but as a milestone in U.S. mint history. The design of the 1980 P quarter continues the iconic artistry of John Flanagan, whose portrait of George Washington graces the obverse. Washington's dignified profile, first introduced in 1932, remains one of the most familiar and enduring images in U.S. coinage. The obverse also displays the word liberty prominently above Washington's head, with the national motto, "In God We Trust," positioned to the left. On the reverse, the majestic American eagle, wings spread in strength, is perched atop a bundle of arrows, framed by olive branches that symbolize both military readiness and the pursuit of peace. Struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition with a core of pure copper, the coin weighs 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters. While the overall design remained consistent with previous issues, its crisp detail and sharpness in uncirculated examples make it an appealing work of art. The 1980 P quarter especially fascinating is its unique place in numismatic history as the first regular issue Washington quarter to bear the P mint mark. Prior to this, Philadelphia coins were generally issued without mint marks, making the presence of the P on the 1980 quarter a groundbreaking distinction. Additionally, several varieties and errors, such as weak strikes, die cracks, or misalignments, add layers of rarity that can significantly enhance collector interest. These varieties, combined with the inherent historical significance of the mint mark, elevate the 1980 P quarter beyond a common circulation coin into a coveted collectible. The 1980 P quarter had a large mintage of over 635 million coins. High-grade survivors remain surprisingly elusive. Circulated examples are readily available, but pristine uncirculated coins with sharp details and brilliant luster are considerably harder to find, particularly in grades above MS65. The challenges of finding these high-grade specimens arise from the coin's heavy use in everyday transactions and the general lack of saving by the public at the time. For collectors, the pursuit of these exceptional examples is both challenging and rewarding, underscoring the quarter's enduring allure. The 1980 P quarter demonstrates the classic principle of supply and demand within numismatics. Average circulated pieces hold minimal premium over face value, but examples graded MS65 or higher can command between $50 and $150, depending on eye appeal and strike quality. Scarcer error varieties or coins with exceptional characteristics can reach even higher levels, sometimes exceeding $500 at auctions. These values reflect the coin's historical role, visual charm, and collector demand, making it a sound addition to any serious collection. Over time, appreciation in value has been steady, driven by both nostalgia and recognition of its importance as the first P mint-marked quarter. For collectors interested in acquiring a 1980 P Washington quarter, several tips can help Max. The 1980 P Washington quarter dollar holds a special place in the hearts of numismatists, embodying the very qualities that make coin collecting so rewarding: historical significance, artistic design, and the thrill of rarity. It connects collectors directly to a moment of transition in American minting history while offering timeless beauty in its design. Whether pursued for its investment potential, its role as a milestone coin, or simply its captivating appeal, the 1980 P quarter remains a prized treasure that continues to enchant enthusiasts worldwide. Next up to into the 1988 D Washington quarter stands out as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece in American numismatics, captivating enthusiasts with its blend of history, artistry, and collectability. Bearing the D Mint mark of the Denver Mint, this coin represents far more than just a circulating denomination. It embodies a chapter in the enduring Washington quarter series and continues to hold strong appeal in the modern collector's market. For numismatists, the 1988 D is not only a tangible link to America's late 20th century coinage, but also a prized treasure for its role in bridging tradition and transition within U.S. currency design. Whether found in circulated form or preserved in pristine condition, this quarter continues to intrigue collectors and investors alike. The historical backdrop of the 1988 D Washington quarter adds to its enduring charm. Introduced as part of the long-running Washington quarter series, first issued in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth, the 1988 issue carried the familiar patriotic design into a new decade. By this time, the quarter had become an icon of American commerce and an essential coin in circulation. The Denver Mint struck the 1988 D as part of its annual production, contributing millions to the nation's coinage supply. While not tied to a specific commemorative event, the coin reflects America's economic vigor in the late 1980s and stands as a reminder of the era's stability and industrial output. The design of the 1988 D Washington quarter retains the artistry that makes this series iconic. On the obverse, sculptor John Flanagan's enduring portrait of George Washington is displayed with commanding presence, a profile that has symbolized American strength and leadership for decades. The inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" flank the image, while the date 1988 and the small d mint mark appear below. The reverse showcases the proud heraldic eagle, wings spread wide as it clutches arrows and olive branches, signifying both military readiness and peace. With its reeded edge, standard weight of 5.67 grams, and 24.3 millimeters diameter, this copper-nickel-clad coin combines practical durability with timeless visual appeal. In uncirculated examples, the brilliant luster and sharp detailing make it a particularly attractive piece. Unique varieties and details enhance the coin's desirability for dedicated collectors. While the majority of 1988 D Washington quarters are relatively common, there exist a few notable die varieties and minting anomalies, such as double die obverse or off-center strikes, which can transform an otherwise ordinary quarter into a valuable rarity. These varieties, often overlooked by casual finders, are keenly sought after in the numismatic community, adding an element of excitement and challenge to the pursuit of a complete collection. In terms of rarity, the 1988 D Washington quarter is generally considered plentiful in circulated condition, thanks to the Denver Mint's high production output. However, its true scarcity emerges when one searches for flawless, high-grade examples. Quarters graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading services are significantly harder to obtain, as circulation quickly wore down the details of most coins. As such, pristine uncirculated pieces with vibrant luster and minimal contact marks command strong premiums, while mint errors or rare die varieties elevate the coin to another level of rarity altogether. The market value of the 1988 D Washington quarter reflects both its abundance in everyday grades and its scarcity in exceptional condition. Circulated coins are typically worth only their face value, though high-end collectors focus on mint state examples, which can range from $10 to $50 depending on grade. Certified MS-66 and above specimens, especially those with attractive toning or exceptional strike quality, may bring $100 or more at auction. Rare error coins or dramatic varieties can push values even higher, occasionally reaching several $100s, showcasing the potential of this otherwise modest coin to achieve impressive collector demand. For collectors, the 1988 D quarter offers several rewarding strategies. Beginners often enjoy search. The 1988 D Washington quarter is a captivating piece that embodies the best elements of American numismatics: historical significance, enduring artistry, and the thrill of rarity in high condition. Its blend of widespread availability and hidden scarcity ensures it appeals to collectors at all levels, from casual hobbyists to seasoned investors. Whether admired for its bold design, pursued for its elusive mint state examples, or treasured as part of a complete Washington quarter set, the 1988 D remains a prized collectible and a strong investment. For enthusiasts seeking a coin that bridges history, artistry, and cultural resonance, this quarter continues to shine as a timeless treasure in the world of numismatics. Next up to in the 1999 P Washington quarter dollar stands as one of the most fascinating and highly sought-after pieces in the modern landscape of U.S. numismatics. This coin is not merely another circulation strike. It represents a turning point in American coinage history and continues to captivate enthusiasts worldwide. With its deep historical ties, striking design, and unique place in the Washington quarter series, it has earned its reputation as a prized treasure. Collectors view it as both a nostalgic link to the past and a dynamic part of a new era in coinage, making it a coin of lasting importance. Its ability to combine historical significance with strong collector demand ensures that the 1999 P quarter remains a cornerstone for anyone pursuing a complete Washington quarter collection. The importance of the 1999 P quarter, it is crucial to place it within its historical context. The year 1999 marked the introduction of the landmark 50 state quarters program, a bold initiative by the U.S. Mint that would eventually change the face of American numismatics. The Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P Mint mark, played a central role in producing the very first statehood quarters that launched this new era. That year, 5 states, Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut, were honored with their own reverse designs, each a unique tribute to American history and culture. Thus, the 1999 P quarters are not just coins. They are symbols of a national celebration of heritage, carrying the weight of history with every strike. When examining the 1999 P Washington quarter in terms of design, its appeal becomes immediately apparent. On the obverse, the familiar bust of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, retains its classic form, reminding collectors of the long legacy of the series. Yet the reverse designs from 1999 broke entirely new ground, showcasing state symbols and historical landmarks with fresh artistry. The Connecticut issue, for example, features the majestic Charter Oak, while Delaware honors Caesar Rodney's historic ride. Struck in copper-nickel-clad composition, the coin measures 24.3 millimeters in diameter and weighs 5.67 grams, standard for quarters of this era. High-grade examples reveal sharp details, lustrous surfaces, and bold contrasts that make them especially appealing for display. Rarity and condition are central factors in evaluating the 1999 P Washington quarter. While millions were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, collectors know that condition is everything when it comes to true desirability. Circulated examples are plentiful, but locating pristine, uncirculated pieces with minimal marks and strong strikes is more challenging than one might expect. What makes the 1999 P particularly intriguing are its notable error varieties, including off-center strikes, doubled dies, and striking anomalies tied to the excitement of launching the state quarters program. Such errors are highly sought after, transforming an otherwise common coin into a rare numismatic prize. The 1999 P. Washington quarter offers both affordability and opportunity. Common uncirculated examples can be found in the modest range of $3 to $10, making them accessible to most collectors. However, certified high-grade coins, particularly those graded MS67 or above, command significantly higher premiums. These top-condition coins often trade in the range of $100 to $500 depending on the state, reverse, and rarity of the strike. Rare error coins, especially dramatic double dies or misstrikes, can fetch $1,000 or more in specialized auctions, underscoring the potential of this coin as both a collectible and an investment. The 1999 P quarter to their holdings should keep several tips in mind. First, prioritizing coins in mint state condition ensures that the piece retains both its beauty and long-term value. Submitting coins for certification by reputable grading services like PCGS or NGC adds an additional layer of confidence, particularly for rarer varieties. Enthusiasts should also be mindful of storage. Placing coins in protective holders or archival quality albums preserves surfaces from damage. Engaging with the collector community through shows, online forums, and specialized state quarter groups can provide invaluable insights into emerging trends and hidden opportunities in the market. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1999 P. Washington quarter is its direct connection to the cultural energy of its time. The state quarters program was more than a coin release. It was a nationwide phenomenon that rekindled public interest in call, whether admired for its bold reverse designs, cherished as a symbol of a cultural movement, or pursued as a high-grade rarity. This coin occupies a special place in American numismatics. For those seeking a tangible connection to the past and a meaningful piece of coinage history, the 1999 P. Washington quarter is without question a prized treasure worth pursuing. Next up in the 1986 P. Washington quarter dollar stands as a fascinating and highly sought-after piece within the landscape of American numismatics, captivating collectors with its blend of history, artistry, and cultural resonance. Though it may not be the rarest coin in the Washington quarter series, its enduring appeal lies in its role as a product of its time, a reflection of the U.S. Mint's craftsmanship during the mid-1980s, and its potential to serve as a prized treasure in both circulated and high-grade uncirculated condition. For numismatists, the 1986 P quarter is far more than just a piece of pocket change. It is a tangible connection to the past, offering enthusiasts the excitement of collecting and preserving a key chapter in America's coinage tradition. From a historical standpoint, the 1986 P quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which produced millions of these coins during that year. The mid-1980s marked a time of economic stability in the United States, and the Washington quarter continued to serve as a cornerstone of everyday commerce. Unlike special commemoratives, the 1986 P quarter was minted for circulation, yet its production was part of a long lineage that had begun in 1932 with the first Washington quarter. By 1986, the design had already enjoyed decades of recognition and respect, and this coin carried forward that legacy at a time when the Mint was steadily refining its processes to achieve greater consistency and detail in the nation's coinage. Collectors see it as a piece of monetary history that bridges the older silver-era quarters and the later statehood quarter boom that would redefine modern collecting. One of the most captivating aspects of the 1986 P. Washington quarter is its enduring design. On the obverse, the iconic bust of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, continues to inspire admiration. His profile, facing left, symbolizes leadership and the spirit of the founding generation, accompanied by the inscriptions "Liberty" above, "In God We Trust" to the side, and the date, 1986 below. On the reverse, the majestic bald eagle with outstretched wings clutching arrows and olive branches stands as a timeless representation of strength and peace. The composition of copper nickel clad over a pure copper core, measuring 24.3 millimeters in diameter and weighing 5.67 grams, gives the coin its distinctive appearance. While these features were standard, high-grade examples of the 1986 P quarter display sharp strikes and eye-catching luster, making them especially desirable. When it comes to rarity, the 1986 P Washington quarter is not scarce in a general sense, as the Philadelphia Mint struck well over 550 million pieces. However, rarity emerges when condition is factored into the equation. Circulated examples remain abundant, but coins that have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition with no wear and exceptional strike quality are significantly harder to find. Furthermore, collectors actively seek out error varieties from this year, such as off-center strikes, double die obverse or reverses, or coins with unusual planchet flaws, all of which can elevate their rarity and desirability. The scarcity of superbly preserved examples adds a layer of challenge and intrigue, enhancing the coin's allure to serious collectors. In terms of market value, circulated 1986, P quarters generally hold modest worth, often trading only slightly above face value. Yet in uncirculated condition, especially when graded at mint state 65 or higher, the value can climb considerably, often reaching $10 to $40 for common uncirculated pieces. Premiums become more dramatic for top-grade mint state 67 examples, where values may reach several $100s due to the difficulty of finding perfectly struck and preserved coins. Exceptional error varieties or coins with rare die characteristics can command even more, with prices sometimes ranging from $200 to $1,000, depending on the uniqueness and demand of the variety. The steady appreciation of high-grade Washington quarters reflects growing collector interest in filling gaps within this long-running series. For collectors aiming to secure a 1986 P Washington quarter, attention to detail is key. The most rewarding finds are certified coins from reputable grading services, as they provide assurance of authenticity and accurate condition assessment. Collectors should prioritize coins with strong luster, minimal marks, and crisp. With its rich historical context, enduring design, conditional rarity, and growing collector demand, it offers far more than its face value would suggest. Whether admired for its artistry, pursued in high grades, or discovered as an unusual error variety, this coin continues to captivate enthusiasts and affirm its place in the grand tradition of American coinage. For numismatists, owning a 1986 P quarter is not only about holding a piece of history, but also about embracing the timeless joy of collecting.